All right, guys, it's been a while since I've updated on my pond and my pool house, but I realize I can't call it a pool house because this isn't a pool, which is what my wife wanted, but we've got a big swimming pond, what we call here in the Midwest a swimming hole. I'm standing on my water feature, which was a pretty big deal. We had Logan come in from Kansas to put this all together, and we started on this last year. What's nice about this water feature that I'm standing on, it not only functions to move water in and out of the pond all the time, because it starts back here at the bathroom, but it also is something beautiful to look at. As soon as I start talking, the wind comes up, so I apologize. So we've had a lot of rain here, which has caused a lot of delays. So the weeds were growing. We came in, killed all the weeds down. So now I just put my money down to buy all the plants so that we can plant this area, and it's going to look like the front of our house where all that is a kind of natural flowers. What's great about that is that you plant it once and you don't have to do anything else with it except mow it in the spring. It feels kind of weird mowing down all your flowers, but it looks like weeds in the springtime. And as soon as I mowed it down, it just sprouted right back up. So I've got the sand in. You'll notice from the air, there's some tracks in the sand. I had the bobcat out last night. I had a little situation with all the torrential rains we've had. The water runs down my driveway like it's supposed to, but it was so much water, it blows past my drain and then it runs down the steps. And because I had sand at the bottom of the step, all that went clear out into the pond. Twice now I've had to shovel out sand and there's mud mixed into it. It's nasty. So my solution was I'm continuing the steps and stones all the way into the pond. Hopefully it's like another water feature that washes on top of the stone and doesn't wash out my beach. So time will tell because storms are coming tonight and we'll see if I did the right thing. Sometimes a plan needs to be lived in, worked on, because the plan was make this a nice fire pit hangout because you're on the beach. For some reason, the beach chairs have made it in here. There's no room for a fire pit, but as I'm thinking about it, you let me know, we're actually gonna put a fire pit. You can see it sitting over there. It's been through the tornado, so there's a dent in it, but it still works as a fire pit. When we're sitting up on the patio area, you can put the fire pit in the beach. Kids can sit on the retaining wall. We think the fire pit has now moved over to that direction, and this is kind of a nice lounging area because as you sit here, and if you pick up on the water noise, the water feature coming down is so soothing, so you get the benefit of the water and the sound of the water. And then this is a nice gradual way to walk into the beach. Let me take you over and show you stones that I just put down last night. This, I have a picture I'll put up to show you what a mess this was. It just washed everything out. So this stone, these three right here, I went and picked out. They're 3 foot, 4 foot wide, 3 foot long. Hopefully it's a continuation when the water comes, it goes right into the pond. So I had to get the bobcat. We didn't bring in any more sand because I had to dig it out of the pond by hand. So I don't need to go to the gym anymore because I've been scooping mud and that stuff is no fun. Luckily I have my buddy Wayne here helping me again, but I pay him well. So with this project, it was just getting kind of out of hand with the stone. I think I had 3 or 4 semi-loads of stone. When the guys got done, all that was built by the professionals. This little sidewalk here, that down there, and then this part area along with that, Wayne and I, my buddy Brad did. We did that ourselves. Oops, work never stops. Let me just end this call here. Hold on. Let me take this for 1 second here. All right, I got to get back to my Brad the Builder show. So I'll see you tonight. Thanks for calling. All right, we got that one covered. As a home builder, your phone's always in your back pocket and you gotta be ready to answer, because if you don't, it seems like the problems will grow. So that one's done, but back to this. This doesn't look so good, guys, but give me about 3 more weeks. I'll have this all planted. The next thing is bring my light guy in because I want the lighting from my house. That's the outdoor landscaping light, which makes things look so awesome, because not only is this a hangout during the day, but I want to be able to hang out here during the evenings. So let me take you through. We've been wanting to paint this thing, but again, like I said, it's been raining. Here's my nano wall. And you've seen these. We put one in Flair's house, a couple other ones. This one we're gonna stain, which is gonna look nice. So the whole idea, once my bar comes, everything takes a long time. So had to get the windows in, we had to get the countertop in, had to get this built, then the countertops come. That is the last thing I'm waiting for. So this will be a kind of a walk-up, stand-up bar height. And then we have the counter over here. What's nice about that, what I'm learning is that I think I needed more countertop space, but I sacrificed a big refrigerator because you're gonna need a lot of beer down here. I got like 4 left, that's it. We've been kind of busy here. But the big TV, that's a 72-inch. And here's my motel, no-tell AC unit. It's real simple. You just hit the old start button. It's on, nice and quiet. And it'll keep this place kind of comfortable. Typically the doors are open all the time, but if you get down on a hot summer day, like we got 110-degree heat index coming next week, we'll probably keep it closed up, so if somebody wants to come in and cool off, you can. But all the floors are tiled. I went to Habitat Humanity, bought a whole pallet of tiles for half the price. That's a tip, you guys. Go to Habitat in your area. They sometimes just get wonderful products that you can buy from them pretty reasonable. This tile, it's in this room and that's in my bathroom is all exactly the same. It was real simple. The baseboards I put in here are exterior siding, or trim I should call it. So I painted it. The idea is I want to be able to hose this thing out, and I don't want MDF, which is that cheap wood. Paints beautifully, but it's not meant for the outside. I do this in the garages, and I also do it in these wet rooms. You can't tell the difference, but it holds up, and that's the key. Got 8-foot tall Anderson doors, got the Anderson slider. All this was in my scratch and dent pile. I love deals. So as you come outside, what's nice about this is it still has to be painted. I have the stone that matches my house, and we got speakers in here, but we're waiting to get the Sonos system hooked up. Hopefully you guys know what a Sonos is. It's kind of the new way. It's been around for a while. You basically just plug in an amp and you use your phone, and you can get your iTunes, music, whatever you want, volume controls, all on your phone. It's called Sonos. You can do it on your current house. You can update, especially new construction, wire for it. So I use my tiles that I had taken off another job to create this patio area, because there's a drain right down the middle. And when I went to Costco, I bought 2 sets of everything, not knowing how it was going to lay out. It worked out very nice. Got the 2 chairs anchored on each end and the 2 couches together. Everybody kind of sits here and looks out at the pond. Looks awesome. I was thinking that I was going to enjoy the view this way as well. Let me take you over here. Got the barbecue grill. I didn't run the gas line to it because it's too far away, but it's real easy for the propane tank. This is the railing that we installed. We're having a little trouble with the lighting that we put underneath it. For some reason, it's not working. It's kind of frustrating. And originally my plan was to bring the bar top all the way around and have this window open, but I didn't realize the nano wall, we switched it. They were supposed to swing out and now they swing in. I think I like that better, because having a big window right here and you're on this side and looking through this glass, it probably wouldn't have been that great. So we're just stopping the bar top here, going around. Now this window can be a serve through for the barbecue grill. Probably will never even use it. But coming down here is kind of where I'm gonna put up with some storage. I'm finding there's all the stuff like the grandkids got these little nets that they catch little fish and tadpoles with, but we're gonna need a place to store the covers for all the cushions. And as you make your way into the bathroom, before you get there, remember I put up hot, cold hose bib. Now I still need to get the handheld for like the outdoor shower. I was able to get the ice maker in. The electrician thought we didn't have enough wire pulled down here, but it's making ice and it's working nicely. Again, we're waiting on the countertop. This was a sink from the scratch and dent pile. It had a big dent in it. You can hardly tell. I know where it is, and you guys do, but don't tell nobody because it looks pretty nice. So once my countertop goes in, I'll be able to put the faucet on. This doubles as like a kitchen sink. That's the whole idea. No plumbing in the other room, but we got a elongated toilet. That came out of my warehouse. The plumber had a little struggles. The lid did not match, so we had to find a lid. I didn't realize that there's 50 different size lids, so I've been doing this for 35 years. I'm still learning. This room is just gonna double as, got also the AC in here, a dressing room, bathroom, a place for guests to come and they can store their stuff. Maybe we'll hang towels. I still got to figure this out. Give me some ideas on that, you guys, on how you see I can better utilize that room. So out here we went with standard concrete. We just kind of hose it off. And here's a feature that anybody can do. If you have a sprinkler system in your yard, you can have your sprinkler guy come out, and that's what I did. He ran a line from my house all the way down here. So when I get down to this area, I can just hose the kids off and your sandy feet. So this is hooked into the sprinkler system. As soon as I winterize the house, this thing gets winterized. So here it is, just about another 2 more weeks to go. It's planting to test and see if my stone's gonna last the water that's coming tonight, the rain. And then gotta get my dock in. That's still sitting down there by the beehives. The dock will go in and the little boat will have a little home. So let me know what you guys think of the outdoor, I'm gonna call this a casita. I don't know, it's not a pool. Pond house doesn't sound glamorous. So I'm looking for a name. You let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. I'm Brad the Builder. I'll see you guys on the next job site.